Ladies and gentlemen, damn, he jumped off sides. Welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios for your 2018 NFL Week 13 primetime game highlight commentary. We start out in Pittsburgh where the Los Angeles Chargers travel to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, coach, that's only one offsides. It's not like y'all gonna jump offsides again, right? Meanwhile, on the eastern side of Pennsylvania, Carson, do I appreciate my Super Bowl ring, although I didn't get to play in the game. Wentz takes the snap, looking towards his left. He connect with Golden Tate, but he's coughing up the ball, but luckily it goes out of bounds. Eagles retain possession. The Chargers line up for a 52-yard field goal, but somebody summoned the duo. It's using steel wing. The damn Steelers fans interfered. It's going wide to the left. No good. On the ensuing drive. Hey, Big Ben, who's your favorite Transformer? Oh, I love Bumblebee. Why would they call him Bumblebee? Because he looks like AB, dummy, as he catch the ball inside the 5. Somebody on the Eagles staff needs to go to the store and grab some Robitussin because everybody on the Eagles coughing up the ball as they fumble on the play, but luckily they're still able to retain possession. The Steelers in the Shifa zone. Rosetta Stone Tamil, motherfucker, as James Conner would punch his way into the end zone and the Pittsburgh Steelers would get on the board first. In Wentz, Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spend most of my days. Carson Wentz take the snap and the defensive debate. Another Eagles touchdown to Golden Shower Tate as the Eagles would strike blood first. Wait a minute, how'd he get in here?
Whoa. Easy work. The worm from Scotty Too Hottie.
Meanwhile, back in the land of the steel, James Conner would get the handoff, go into the end zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. But on the extra point, apparently the duo in the stadium is not working for any particular team. It's messing with all the kickers. It's wide to the left, no good. On the ensuing Chargers drive, good Lord almighty, look at the false start of the right tackle. This man was at midfield before the ball was even snapped, backpedaling like he on defense. Nonetheless, Philip Nile Rivers would go down the field, connect with Travis Benjamin, activating his dreadlock powers as the Los Angeles Chargers would score their first touchdown on the day. There was no flag on the field. Philip Rivers says, hey, it's not my fault the referee didn't throw the flag. I pull out on my wife every single night, but somehow she keeps getting pregnant. Baby number 9 is on the way. TJ Watt says, yo, what the fuck you called offsides on me? You can't call false start on them? This is some bullshit, man. JJ Watt says, I don't know who to cheer for. Which brother do I support? Back to eastern Pennsylvania we go. Colt 45. McCoy takes the snap, flushes out the pocket, headed towards his right, but he's slipping on a banana. The injury bug continues to bite the Washington Redskins as Colt McCoy would break his right leg. Dustin Hopkins would give them 3 points. Hey, Big Ben, yeah, why they call you Big? Because I like to eat. What do you like to eat? Apple. Turnovers as the ball is intercepted by Derwin James. Big Ben Roethlisberger looking like he graduated from the school of Eli Manning, and Derwin James will return it to the 44-yard line. Into butt-fumbling, ass-eating Mark Sanchez takes the snap. He hands the ball to Adrian. Fuck out of here, Mark Ingram. I'm breaking records again as I'm passing Barry Sanders for the most 50-yard plus touchdowns in NFL history. Peterson, and he's headed towards the end zone like his children are acting up in it. Touchdown Redskins, 90 yards. The old man still got it. The Eagles would waste little time looking to respond as Carson, are people going to take me seriously as a Super Bowl champion, although I didn't play in the game? Wentz would connect with Nelson. I no longer have occasional hands Aguilar for the first down. But much to their chagrin, the Redskins would cosplay as the IRS. You ain't pay your taxes, motherfucker. There's going to be a turnover on downs. The Chargers, who the hell let out a Snorlax? It used block and the ball's ricocheted into the air. It's finally going to be recovered by the Pittsburgh Steelers at the 34-yard line. Come on, Derek, you got to recover that. I was rooting for you a little bit. On the very next play, Roethlisberger looking towards the end zone. He's got Justin Hunter, but the Peter organization was around. He couldn't connect with the Hunter. You know, something's going to come back to haunt me about this pass. I feel like my last couple of passes, it was an interception and an incomplete touchdown pass. What's going on with me, man? Dude, I'm supposed to be a Hall of Famer. I'm looking like Eli out here. Chris Boswell would line up for a 48-yard field goal. He'd knock it through the uprights, and it's good. 3 more points for the Steelers. The Eagles looking to put on some points just before halftime. Darren Sproles gets the handoff, and just look at the little man go. Splits in the middle of 2 Redskins defenders into the end zone as the Philadelphia Eagles regain the lead. Ass-eating, butt-fumbling Mark Sanchez takes the snap. You know what both those have in common? They're brown. You know what else is brown? Butterfingers! He fumbles on the play, but somehow he's able to recover it. Does this man have an obsession with balls and asses? First, you fumble, recover a ball with an ass. Then you fumble because you ran into an ass. Then you get kicked out of the league because you put balls in asses. Next Steelers possession, Big Ben would take the snap. It's not time to talk about Transformers. Let's head out there and talk about Muhammad Ali because he'd float the ball like a butterfly, and the Chargers would get stung by AB as the Steelers would take a 23-7 lead heading into halftime. That's a nice lead you got there, coach. It'd be a shame if somebody blew it. For the Redskins, just before halftime, Hopkins would line up for a 47-yard field goal. He'd kick it through through the uprights, and it's good. Zang! This man made a game win. Who? Oh my God, who is left? We enter the second half. Carson, I need to get back to the Super Bowl, so my Super Bowl championship will count. Wentz connects with Golden Tate. Get your bitch ass off me. As Golden Shower Tate would carry the ball inside the 10-yard line. Carson looking to get the ball in the green. You know what else is green? The pass is intercepted in the end zone by Josh Norman, and he's going to return it all the way back to the 39-yard line. Washington takes over. Here come the Chargers, baby. Phillip now Rivers looking towards his right. The pass is intercepted. No, it's ricocheted into the air, and it's going to be plucked by Keenan and Kel Allen as the Chargers would cut their deficit to a score. Hayden had the interception. He's probably thinking to himself,
I cannot believe it. Yahoo! Mamma mia! I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
You're probably wondering how they cut their deficit to 1 score, because Civil War Blacksmith Antonio Gates burned Artie Burns. 2 for your mistakes. The Eagles in the Erupu zone. Rosetta Stone Telugu, motherfucker, as Carson Wentz would find his man in the end zone to extend the Eagles' lead. But rather than kick the extra point, Doug Peterson would show that much like Dwight Howard's girlfriend, he has balls, as he'd connect with Golden Shower Tate, and the Eagles would take a 9-point lead. Back to Western Pennsylvania we go. To Pittsburgh Steelers to punt the ball back to the Los Angeles Chargers, and waiting the kick is Desmond Lion King at the 27-yard line. He makes a couple of Steelers miss, and he's out in the open field, running away from the Pittsburgh Steelers the same way Le'Veon Bell runs away from the organization. He'd go into the end zone. The Chargers cut their deficit to 2. And on the 2-point conversion, Phillip now Rivers would find Keenan and Kel Allen. He'd go into the end zone, and we've got a tie game on Sunday Night Football.
Deception and outrage.
Sanchez rolling to his right. He's got a man, but he plays for the other team.
Give me that.
The pass is intercepted, returned back to the 35-yard line. That would set up a Jake Elliott 46-yard field goal. He'd kick it through the uprights, and it's good as the Eagles would take a 12-point lead. Ensuing drive, Mark Sanchez connects with Jordan I like to read. He throws it back across the field to Chris Thompson, but none of his Pokemon have double team. He's got 0 evasive skills. Back come the Chargers, 1st and 10. Justin Jackson gets the handoff. He's dancing like the Jackson 5, and they'd go into the end zone as the Chargers would take the lead. Coach, you blew a 23-7 lead. Let's go, baby. My name's JJ. His name's JJ. We may not be brothers by blood, but we're brothers by name. And the Eagles would line up for a 44-yard field goal and put the game away as they'd win 28-13. The Steelers in the period-colored zone. Roethlisberger takes the snap. He'd connect with Jalen Samuels. He says, "Don't touch me, Chargers. I still use batteries," as he'd go into the end zone to even up the score. On the ensuing drive, the Chargers would turn to Keenan and Kel Allen, who'd be rubbing his nutsack on the entire Steelers defense, as he'd finish the day with 14 catches, 148 yards, and put the Chargers in field goal range. Bagley would line up for the 39-yard field goal, and the kick is sailing wide to the left. It's no good. We're going to overtime, but wait a minute. It was all a genjutsu. The Steelers were offsides like you ordered a Big Mac with fries and they brought you a Big Mac with nuggets. They're gonna have to kick the field goal again. Hey, coach, that's 2 offsides on the day. It's not like y'all gonna go offsides again, right? For the game, Bagley lines up from 34 yards. The kick is blocked. It's gonna be recovered by Pittsburgh. We're going to overtime, but wait a minute. It is also a genjutsu. The Steelers came faster than premature ejaculation. The block won't count. But did he just block the ball with his face? Good Lord, I haven't seen that before. I've seen it plenty. Coach, that's back-to-back offsides. It's not like you're going to go offsides again, right? Bagley from 29 yards. He'd kick the ball through the uprights, and it's going to be good for the win. And the Steelers were offsides once again, but it doesn't matter as the Chargers would come back from 16 down to win. Artie Burns was so far offsides, the ball got kicked behind him. Somebody said balls behind. For the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins, take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Oh no! Not my Gruden grinders! What is this I see? The San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders eliminated from playoff contention? There is only one place you can go for your ineptitude and failure to win games and make it to the postseason. There's only one place you can go. Consider your names written down in the death note, because your dreams of going to the postseason, your dreams of hoisting the Lombardi Trophy have been absolutely deleted. Why aren't you following me? Why haven't you subscribed already? You don't hear this shit? I'm hilarious.
What the hell wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with it? So what's on?
You big dummy! Nancy! Nancy! Hold my nuggets. Suck my dick!